hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay back at it again. No silly business tonight. There's only the business of re-signing players, and Minnesota Vikings have re-signed Ezra Cleveland to a 2-year, $9.2 million deal, locking up the young left guard for at least another couple of years. He's having a hell of a season and kind of solidifying his spot at the left guard position. As we look ahead, Week 11 is here. It is the Raiders hosting your Minnesota Vikings. 4:05 an afternoon game here at Allegiant Stadium in, Las Vegas town. Oh, man. Randy's a little gassy here. There's a free pop for the media crew here, and I've been indulging for the last couple hours, so please forgive me if I'm a little burpy. Those pesky Packers keep winning one game back. And Minnesota, you have a couple away games. We play the Packers here coming down the stretch, as well as every team in the NFC North. So separation needs to happen to avoid going into a playoff game against the Packers. Something that we don't necessarily don't want, but I mean, you want to beat the Packers 3 times this season. That's the goal, but we'd rather not play them in the playoffs. Either way, looking ahead to today, we do have some weekly awards to give out. For the first time ever in this franchise, 2 Minnesota Vikings players represent the NFC North, or represent the NFC. JJ with his 9-catch, 258, 4-touchdown performance against AJ Bouye. AJ couldn't stop JJ, and he nets the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And Jalen Johnson, his 2 picks, 6 in the last 3 games, I do believe, will net him the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Tom Brady will be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, 3-touchdown performance, no picks, must be nice. And then Ladarius Sneed, 5 tackles, 4 picks, 1 for 6. We'll get him the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. As we always do, we'll take a look at the injury report once the crew catches up with Randy here. Going at a mile a minute as kickoff is just around the corner. Jordan Hicks still dealing with that dislocated knee. He'll be out 2 more weeks. And then TJ Hawkinson will return next week, when we welcome in the Baltimore Ravens. Looking at these Raiders today. Kaleki Hudson, however you want to say it, right outside linebacker, dealing with a hamstring tear for the last 3 weeks. They're going to keep him out here for 4 more. And, oh boy. So not a huge loss for this team. I do assume he is a backup player, but still, any member of that secondary goes down, you have some issues. And, not as bad as TJ, but either way. So Max Crosby and the Raiders going up against JJ and the Vikings. Kickoff. Oh boy. Oh, actually, we get to see Bryce Young, rookie quarterback, going up against the Vikings here. So rookie quarterback Bryce Young going up against the Vikings and JJ. A kickoff is next. And hello and welcome. 103 receptions on the season for JJ, and we welcome in a new quarterback in Las Vegas town. Minnesota Vikings, Las Vegas Raiders. Here we go indeed. Minnesota Vikings fan line coming alive here from Allegiant Stadium. Minnesota Vikings wearing the best jerseys in football in Randy's eyes. The early 2000 throwback aways, while the Raiders are coming out in there black and silver, led by that man, Bryce Young, the sensational quarterback. We're going to see him. We're going to have to defend that QB run today. But we're also going to have to defend the sack of this Raiders team. 17 on the season. And Mahomes is prone to go down back there. This offensive line needs a little bit of work. But we are the best running team in football entering play today. That man, Dalvin Cook, leading the league in rushing by 400-plus yards. So it's a battle of runs today. And can you have the same success with JJ as you did last week against AJ Bouye and the Cowboys? We're going to find out. The ball is being placed on the tee as we speak. Everybody's ready. The DJ has been rocking here. Couple hours. As we mentioned in the pregame, we've been hanging out, drinking free soda. A little bloated is Randy, but ready for kickoff. Frank Joseph, left hand in the sky. Takes his steps. Excuse me. Kicks it away. This is projected to be a touchback, and it is. I made a bet on that, and I just won $25. So there you go. Bryce Young entering the game here. Got a great offense to work around. 2,400 yards, 22 touchdowns, 7 picks on the season. We mentioned he's sensational. He's looking to keep that streak going today. We'll see how he does against this defense, who's coming out in the 3-4. Phillips and Roy. Jaqueline Roy, welcome back to the fold. Bryce Young in the empty set shotgun. Gets the snap. And Jaqueline Roy almost gets there. It is a catch on Trayvon Diggs. Right side. Jaqueline Roy caused the early throw, but it is complete to Hodgins as Bryce Young puts it in a spot where only he could get it. And Trayvon, just trying all that he can to get there. Does force Hodgins out of bounds. So now Minnesota, 1st and 10, just on the other side of the 50 at the 48. It is a turn. It is a play action. And it's a pick. Trayvon Diggs comes back for the ball, runs into Jalen Johnson, and he'll get out of bounds, shoved out of bounds near the 40. Trayvon Diggs. Bah! Will hand Bryce Young his 8th pick on the campaign. Again, Andre Carter, who is just, that was almost a one-hander. Oh my heavens. So Andre Carter, somebody who has been talked about the last couple weeks here, who causes the early throw, and Diggs will finish it off. So here comes Patrick Mahomes, 4,301 yards, 42 touchdowns, 21 picks, completing 290 throws this season. 103 of them was those balls to JJ. We'll see if we can get Dalvin cooking. He's been slow start here in these last couple games. Mahomes, gun, give, Dalvin goes up the middle, 1 yard. That's been the story so far. Mahomes has Jelani Woods man in motion right to left from the gun. The snap is corralled. Jelani Woods will come back to the right side. He'll get the catch. Play broke down, and it's just about a couple. And we have a 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6 now. Mahomes from the gun stomps his right foot, gets the snap. Sidearm throw to Adam Thielen for the first down. So Mahomes 2 for 2, 9 yards, 1 first down. Adam Thielen gets his first catch after being held in check last week. Had a couple. Kind of not on par with what Adam Thielen's been able to do here in this franchise. There's Dalvin Cook up the middle again. Another 3-yard carry for Dalvin. And we'll see what Minnesota wants to do with 2nd and 7. Got a bunch formation of Woods and Jigba and Thielen to the right of Mahomes under center. It is a play action. It's a late breaking JJ out down to the 5. And of course, wearing those gold cleats because he's a member of the 99 Club as rated by the NFL. He's a natural 99 out of 100. And you see that little delay route by Thielen bringing down the corner, and JJ springs loose in the zone coverage, as you can see by previous play tracker brought to you by AWS. There on the right-hand side of your screen. Now the bunch moves to the left. Mahomes under center. The snap, turn, give, Dalvin. Dalvin pushing down to the 2. Oh boy. So 2nd and goal, Minnesota. It's a sidearm throw. CJ Ham right side. CJ Ham gets in for the touchdown, Vikings, and Minnesota will strike first off the Trayvon pick. Mahomes pulled it down early, looking by way of Njigba, or that's Josh Oliver. No JJ on that play, but went with the open guy. And this to make it 7-0 Minnesota early here, first quarter. Kick is away. It's good. And now Minnesota 3rd and 5. What do you got? We're going to find out. Switching a couple things around are the Vikings. Young gets the snap, looking. Bryce flushed. Danielle Hunter will bring down the rookie. Danielle Hunter plants the rookie. I see you. And that is a 4th down forced. And that's the problem with Andre Carter and Danielle Hunter. More times than not, one of these guys are going to get free. That time, both of them did. And it was good coverage down the field. And we'll get all 7s here. Or 11 yards, rather. Mahomes from the gun, 2nd and 2. Turns, gives to Dalvin. Dalvin angles inside, takes a shot, carries another, and Garrett Bradbury goes down. Garrett Bradbury going down, grabbing immediately at that right ankle. Oh no, Jarrett Patterson, the rookie's going to be called in here. Oh no, and he is favoring that ankle, so we'll give him covenant claps. Garrett, it's a long season. Garrett Bradbury. So in Jigba's first catch, what a player. Jackson Smith and Jigba coming in after KJ Osborne departed. It's a play action. He's got a man. And wow, it's picked. Going for Josh Oliver back of the end zone. That is Jeff Okuda, I do believe. Just couldn't get it over Okuda. And, oh boy. Of course, they're always on the field together. Troy Dye will check in. It's a play action. Bryce Young up the middle. Wide open Renfro touchdown. Wide open Hunter Renfro touchdown. And, oh boy. This game just got a little bit more interesting. Bryce Young will throw his 23rd touchdown of the season. And it goes by way of Hunter Renfro. And now this to make it 7-7. Andrew Booth Jr., a couple of blocks this season. The snap spot kick. No such luck here. It's good. Tied up. 7-7. Oh boy. Now you got 3rd and 10. Not a lot of plays in the playbook designed to get you this amount of yardage. But you got the talent. You might as well just go get it. Mahomes. Gun. Throw middle, caught Dalvin. It's a foot race. Makes a man miss. First down, Minnesota. Dalvin down to the 7. Completely uncovered. Middle of the field, wide open. It looked like the Vikings defense this season. And you want to hit Dalvin in motion, but he's got some jets there. He'll get you where you need to go. So now the bunch formation to the left. We've seen this formation a couple times this evening, this afternoon rather, for Minnesota. Mahomes under center, barking out orders. JJ man in motion. It is a turn. It is a give to JJ. He will not, he fumbles the ball. Oh boy. So JJ fumbles, the play stops. He was down. This will not stand. He was down. We're going to get a review. Or we should at least.
The previous play is under review.
And it will be Minnesota ball. They will lose a couple on the pesky end around. But, oh boy. So JJ with a rare fumble. Knee down, ball out. And we'll get the call from the senior official. Ruling on the field is reversed. Boos will rain down, and even though there was a ball hitting the turf, the clock will still continue to run. So either way, Mahomes under center. Snap is corralled. Throw middle. And Jigba had to come back for it. Takes a big hit. And we got a no huddle situation for Minnesota. Mahomes remains under center. Snap is corralled. Looking back the end zone. Caught. Foot drag, touchdown, JJ. We get a gritty in Las Vegas City. Back of the end zone, drug that outside foot Or so we think. As always, it will be reviewed. Bam. Yep, that is a touch down. You get a great look at it here from the Randy Replay drone, brought to you by Connecticut Water Systems. You have dirty water, call Connecticut. Figure out what they can do for you. And my heavens, what a pass. Kevin O'Connell gives it the stamp of approval, and Minnesota one kick away from going up 7. Greg Joseph, extra point, snap spot kick. It's good. And not good. So here's Bryce Young. Flush, throws, wide open. Jacobs, big hit, fumble. Jalen Johnson on the scoop. Oh my heavens, turnover city here today. 2 by the Raiders, 1 by Minnesota. Andre Carter there as well. It will be DJ Wanham forcing the ball out. A 1st and 10. Mahomes. And how many times have we seen this? Big throw, JJ caught, touchdown, gritty time. The second one of the contest, touchdown Vikings. My heavens. 27 and 28 for JJ this season. And for Mahomes, he is nearing 45, I believe, on the year. This to make it 21-7. Snap spot kick. It's good. My goodness. Isaiah Hodgins. It will be a 1st down, and that will do it here for the end of quarter number 1. Minnesota up, but the Raiders are threatening here. And we'll kind of see what transpires as this one rolls on. 21-7 at the end of 1. Man, those dang Packers keep winning. Troy Dye will check in the linebacking core. Bryce Young from the gun. Snap, corral, big throw. It's picked off. Trayvon Diggs with his patented diving interception. Oh my heavens, another one, and you just can't see him. Trayvon Diggs underneath. Oh my heavens. And he's good for one of these a game, these diving acrobatic interceptions, and now the 3rd turnover by the Raiders here tonight. They had him for a while, and now it's 2nd and 20. Raiders showing blitz. Snap is corralled, big throw, caught Adam Thielen. And we get all that yardage back and then some, and a 1st down for Adam Thielen. He'll let you know about it. Mahomes. Thielen had to angle his body ever so slightly to get that thing to 2nd and 10. Quick throw, left side, JJ. Ooh, almost got past the defenders. And now Eldon Roberts will go down holding the left side. Of course, Roberts involved in the sack a couple plays ago. JJ for now down to the 3. And Roberts looks like he is leaving the field of play. So we'll give him some claps. My goodness. Oh, Balda. So from the 3, Minnesota takes over. 1st and goal, fresh set, whatever you want to say. And run up the middle, Dalvin gets caught up. You got to come up with something else here. So from the 3, I formation. It's a toss this time to Dalvin, and he will go nowhere. There is a flag. We're going to check it. And it's holding on the offense. CJ Ham. And another injury, Max Crosby.
Still 2nd down.
Max Crosby will go down. Oh boy. So we lose the yardage. Remains 2nd down, and well, you got some room to work with here. 2nd and goal from the 13. Mahomes from the gun. Snap, corral, throws, hits the charging defender. He tried to get as much time as he could back there. I mean, you got to do with what you got, and oh boy. So here we go, 3rd and goal from the 13. Mahomes from the gun. Snap, corral, throws it up. It is Njigba who turns around and catches the ball. Jackson Smith and Njigba with the touchdown. Have a day, rookie. JJ was also loose left side, and Jigba turns around on a dime, and it's a touchdown Vikings. Oh boy. And this to give them a 21-point lead rather. Make it 28-7. A snap spot kick. It's all good. So near the 50, Josh Jacobs, I formation for the Raiders. Kendrick's trying to judge that snap count. It is a play action and a big throw. And it will be Renfro right side all the way down. Mark Andrews rather right side all the way down to the 4. Oh my heavens. It was not what you want to see if you're a Viking defender. Mark Andrews behind the first level. Gives it off to the fullback. Love it. Not going to go anywhere. So after the gain of the yard, variety, second and goal from the 2. Young got I formation. It's a pitch out. Jacobs looks for a seam and he gets it. Touchdown Raiders. They hit it like Bernie. Oh boy. So a good seam for Jacobs. And parts like the Red Sea, and the Raiders will answer back. This to make it 28-14. So a 14-point game hangs in the balance. The kick is good. Oh boy. Mahomes will remain under center. Winds it up for. It is picked off. Intended for it looked like Jelani Woods or JJ. Either way. Oh boy. Jelani Woods in the vicinity, JJ in the vicinity. Oh, so another pick coming across for the Vikings. Looks kind of scripted to me, but either way. Bryce Young under center. Play action. Throw right side caught. Fumble scooped up. Jalen Johnson, his second fumble recovery of the game. He's got to beat Bryce Young, and he does. He will wave goodbye to the defender. Touchdown defense and touchdown Jalen Johnson. So they take the turnover and they turn it on itself. Waller will give up the ball. And how about Jalen Johnson slowly turning into a turnover recovery machine? His 6 interceptions in the last 4 games, and now 2 fumble recoveries. And that'll make it 35-14 with the extra point. Moving pieces around. Empty set. Bryce Young throws. And picked! Jalen Johnson! We can't stop talking about him on what the kids would call a 5% user! Jalen Johnson, have a day. Oh my heavens. And Bryce Young, you got to put that on the opposite shoulder. Oh my goodness. Now Mahomes from the gun. Gets the snap. Another Njigba throw. Enough for the first down. Takes the big shot. Does the kid. Jerry Chillin will go down, favoring. I mean, the NFL has to revisit some of these grounds laws and rules. That's another injury here today. Another ankle injury for Tilly. He'll leave the field. He is walking off on his own ability, but still, my heavens. Oh, boy. So here we are. First and goal yet again from the 5. Mahomes under center. Gets the snap. Quick throw. Caught. Jelani Woods. Touchdown Vikings. Jelani must have just put the ball over the goal line. And it's a quick throw for Jelani Woods. He'll wave to the Vikings fans seated right next to the end zone there. And it's an underneath throw. Dangerous traffic throw. But he will get the touchdown. This to make it 42-14. Kick is away. It's good. Covering that left side. An obvious run play for Bryce Young. Not gonna happen. 3rd and 10. The snap corralled. Bryce Young looking. Bryce Young rolling. Bryce Young throwing. Tipped. Asamoah. So Brian Asamoah will tip the ball and run into the waiting arms of Kevin O'Connell. They embrace this to make it 42-17. The snap awaiting. Snap, spot, kick, blocked! Get that ball! Vikings turnover again. A blocked field goal. Andrew Booth, his 3rd of the season. My goodness. Andrew Booth Jr. doesn't get very many defensive snaps, but what he doesn't get in the defensive snaps, he makes up for in special teams. My heavens, have you ever seen such a weapon on that side of the football? Minnesota, I believe you can say this, are now dominating the Raiders. Just to make it 45-14 for the Vikings. Greg Joseph, snap spot kick. It's good. Whew. Just couldn't bring it, separate Renfro from the ball. Young from the gun, 34 seconds left to go here. Gets the snap, throws. Tipped! Picked! It's Trayvon's 3rd of the half. Another diving interception. 3rd of the half for Trayvon. Oh my heavens. And Bryce Young. Oh my gosh. How many times are we going to see this season? The patented Diggs dive. And you got to re-sign this guy, whether it's franchise tag or give him the bank. Output of defense we've seen this season by the Minnesota Vikings. 3-2-1 halftime break from Allegiant Stadium. Oh boy. $45-14 your score at the half. We will take a look at other games happening around the NFL as we speak, or otherwise have wrapped up. In Chicago, the Chargers came into town and absolutely downed the Bears. Bear down, bear down. Justin Herbert, 4 touchdowns in that affair. So we got a bear down in Chicago. Down in Texas, the Dallas Cowboys currently beating the Bucks. Prescott, 2 touchdowns in that one. Looking to bounce back after the loss against the Minnesota Vikings. And then we will travel north to the Green Bay land of Wisconsin, Cheddarhead territory, where the Packers took care of the Falcons early today, putting pressure on the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns in that one. Can they lose a game? Minnesota wants to do here. 1st and 10 from the 23, 12:48 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mahomes. It's a play action. Throws it up for JJ. Caught. Touchdown, JJ. Another gritty in Las Vegas City. His 3rd of the game. Right in front of the Raiders fans. I love it. Raiders fans pay very, very, very mucho dinero for those tickets. And double covered. He still gets free. And my heavens, JJ, what a monster out here. Quite arguably among the best in the NFL. I'd call him top 2, but people are having a better season. If I were to start a franchise today, JJ would be my number 1 pick. Now a natural 99 out of 100 rated by the NFL. Kick away is good. Extra point is good. 52-14 Minnesota. Now scoring their full game total here just after the first half. So gain of 3, 3rd and 4. Young from the gun. Snap corralled. Throws, and just missing the interception is Jalen Johnson. And oh boy, Hyatt rather will do a Fortnite dance in the end zone. This to make it 52-21. And the kick is good. So Jalen Johnson just missing out on another turnover here today. And 3rd and inches, 200 yards rushing for Minnesota total today. The 3rd and inches here from the 8. It's a give. Dalvin middle. Dalvin, he'll put the ball on the ground, but it looks like Bradbury. No, Quinn Miners will bail him out. So Dalvin puts the ball on the turf for the first time in a couple here, but Quinn Miners will be there to scoop it up. That was dangerous. And we see Dalvin exit for this 1st and goal. Uh-oh. Maybe Kevin O'Connell thinks he needs a break. Maybe he's done for the day. Who knows? So it's Mo Ibrahim up the middle. Mo Ibrahim he's a smaller back. He'll be able to fit through some of these gaps. And Mo Ibrahim will get down to the 1. So down to the 1 we go. I formation for Minnesota. Trying to get him off guard. It's CJ Ham, the fullback, with the run. Not going to get in. So 3rd and goal now from the 1. 2:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Turns, gives Dalvin a red carpet affair, and Dalvin Cook will score a touchdown. Ride your bike. 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 Minnesota touchdown. Vikings touchdown. Dalvin. We'll do the ride your bike with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this is turning into quite the game. Kick is away. It's good. 59-21 now. 3rd and 1. Javon Holland on the tackle. Minnesota bringing Lewis Seen down into the box. It is a play action. Lewis Seen affected the throw, incomplete. Brought Lewis Seen on the pressure. He got there, and Minnesota forces a punt. Caleb Evans in fake punt formation. The punt is watched. It is good. And confirmed on the field. Tyler Harrell, very, very little room to work with. He puts the ball on the ground, and he will recover his own fumble. Oh, boy. Well, we hope you're a fan of backups, because Minnesota has just about every single one of them in here today on the offensive, or now on the offensive side of the ball. So Tyler Van Dyke will check in at quarterback. And Van Dyke will throw a ball intended for Jalen Naylor off the mark. Horribly. Dalvin Cook will check in, okay. Dalvin Cook will get some yardage. 4 yards, and now, oh boy, now Minnesota, 3rd and 6. This is where the game is going to get a little interesting. So 3rd and 6, Tyler Van Dyke from the gun, gets the snap. Quick throw, caught Tyler Harrell. The return man's first catch in the NFL by way of Tyler Van Dyke for the 1st down. So Tyler Harrell. There you go, Idaho. So Minnesota's wearing down this clock like they normally do. Well, now any team normally does. Here's a run to Ibrahim will get the 1st down. Waiting for that block there. Will be kept in bounds, so the clock will continue to run. Tyler Van Dyke under center. Minnesota, you don't need to run a play. And it does not look like they will. Does not look like they will. So there you go. Minnesota. 15 minutes away from 8-2 football. 59-21 through 3. Minnesota, the statement game that they were looking for, coming to fruition here today. Not that they needed it, they just need to put together a good game for this defense to be confident. And boy, oh boy, did they against a rookie quarterback. So there's a Mo Ibrahim up the middle. Nowhere. Just about a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, Tyler Van Dyke under center. Gets the snap, throws middle, incomplete. I don't know who that was going to. Okay, I mean, you got, oh boy, you got to hit those, Tyler. I know you're inexperienced, but come on, man. Tyler Van Dyke from the gun gets the snap. Looking. Feet set and throws. And Njigba with a drop. Doesn't even look like he tried to come down with it. And, oh boy, Minnesota will punt for the first time this game in the 4th quarter. So Ryan Wright looking to pin him deep. Andrew Booth Jr. will tap it down at the 5. So a punt inside the 20 for Ryan Wright. He ain't heavy. He's our punter. 6'4", 245. Punter, excuse me. High formation for the Raiders. And Jacobs will take it about 3 yards. They'll give him 2. Okay. To give to Jacobs, it is Kendrick's not able to bring him down. And my heavens, Jacobs will get a touchdown before the Raiders here late. Just to make it 59-28. Snap spot kick is good. Don't call it a comeback. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. So the 2-minute warning is hit here in Las Vegas town. And you just take care of the football. Get this win and go home. 8-2 operation. There's a Mo Ibrahim getting hung up. 3rd and 9 now. No gainer. So no gainer. Here we go. This is the test of all tests for Tyler Van Dyke. How do you do? The snap corralled. Throws. Caught. Dropped. Tyler Harrell. Oh no. So the sure-handed kick returner drops a sure first down, maybe even a touchdown for the team. Oh my heavens. Just to make it 62-28. Mahomes holds. The kick is away. It's good. Oh boy. So 62-28. Another touchback. Oh boy. So 1:14 left to go in the game. Formality football. Young from the gun. Throws right side. Caught. Chopped down inbounds. This will bring up 2nd and 1. 49 seconds left to go. Throws left side, out of bounds, goes the receiver. Big W indeed. Minnesota Vikings, 8-2 operation going home against the Ravens. With 45 seconds left to go in the game. Bryce Young from the gun. The only problem is the Packers won as well. There's a big hit. And it is Javon Holland getting involved in the pick contest here, and there is your dagger. Well, the pass rush, Andre Carter, I do believe. Nope, that is DJ Wanham will get there. Sorry, Jaqueline Roy. The rookie will get there, and Javon Holland on the back end will seal the deal for the Vikings. And if you're Tyler Van Dyke, you just take a knee and you get out of here with a victory. There's the knee, and the countdown is on. Minnesota, you played a hell of a defensive game. Lowest amount of points against. Held the Josh Jacobs to under 50 yards of rushing. And you made Bryce Young feel it in the pit game. We're going to give that a Baru. So Minnesota formality football. You love to see it. You love to hear about it. Just about 10 seconds left in this one. 8, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Victory. Minnesota gambled and hit the jackpot here in Las Vegas. So there you have it. Excuse me. As we mentioned in the pregame, lots of soda flowing here backstage, so that is definitely a thing for Randy. So Minnesota walks away with the big victory, a statement game that they needed to make here on the road, making up for the Chiefs loss. And then if the Cowboys game didn't do that already. So let's get into these player stats. We'll get you back to the main screen and we will show you what we got cooking next week at home. Patrick Mahomes, 122.6 QB rating. He was 32 of 41. That is 78% completion percentage for those of you that didn't know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. 361 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 picks. Kind of a good stat line if you ask me. Tyler Van Dyke, 42.4 QBR. 2 for 6 for 17 yards. Didn't need to do much. But there you go. Rushing, Dalvin Cook, 36 carries, 198 and a touchdown. Also had a fumble recovered by Minnesota. Mo Ibrahim, 12 carries, 62. Patrick Mahomes, 2 carries, 20 yards. Also had a fumble, but it went out of bounds. Tyler Van Dyke, 1 for -1 on the kneel down. CJ Ham, 1 run, 0 yards. JJ, 1 for -2. Also a fumble that was overturned by way of replay. So Dalvin carrying the load here for the run game this season. Jackson Smith and Jigba rules the day in terms of catches. 9 catches, 84, and a touchdown. JJ, 7 catches. Kind of a low stat for him. 111 yards and 3 touchdowns. Adam Thielen, 6 for 76. Jelani Woods having a breakout game. 6 for 59 and a touch. Dalvin Cook, 3 for 26. Tyler Harrell gets his first NFL completion. Had an opportunity to turn that game into a blowout with a touchdown there near the end of the game. Had a drop, as you can see right side of your screen. Josh Oliver, 1 for 12. CJ Ham, 1 for 2. Nobody, and we mean nobody. Well, it doesn't matter. There's no stats. Cares about blocking. Gonna go to defense. Look at total tackles. And for all intents and purposes, the Minnesota Vikings did not have a triple-double or double-double-double-double. My heavens. But it is Eric Kendricks with the lone 10 tackles. Lewis Seen had 9. Javon Holland was 7. Jalen Johnson was 6. We're going to get into Jalen Johnson today. He's a hell of a stat line for the cornerback out of Utah. Trayvon Diggs with 5. Danielle Hunter and Troy Dye with 4. Wanham, Asamoah, and Campbell with 3. Carter and Papo with 2. Sorry. Thomas, Evans, Roy with 1. Tackles for us, we only had 1. Danielle Hunter. Also 1 sack by Danielle Hunter. We had a lot of picks though. Trayvon Diggs with 3. Javon Holland with 1. Jalen Johnson with 1 as well. Pass deflections, we had 5 rather. Holland, Kendricks, Asamoah, Johnson, and Campbell. Forced fumbles, we had 2 by DJ Wanham and Jalen. Both of them recovered by Jalen Johnson. We also had 2 more fumble recoveries by Harrell and Roy. I don't know. These must be Minnesota fumbles. Okay. Yeah. 1 block kick by Andrew Booth Jr. and no safeties and 1 defensive touchdown for Jalen Johnson on the scoop and score in this one. Sorry about that. Kind of a weird stat line there. Greg Joseph, 2 for 2 on field goals, longest of 36, 8 for 8 on extra points. You love to see that. Punting, Ryan Wright, the big punter, 6'3", 245, with only 1 punt, 47 yards, netting 47 inside the 20. Kick returns, Tyler Harrell, 3 for 68, longest of 25, and 2 for 13 punt returns, longest of 9. Minnesota picks up the victory, climbs to 7-2 on the season, but there's another problem, which we'll get to in or at the main screen. This has been Randy Replay, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on the SSN. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of said broadcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, or any of its subsidiaries. Once again, Minnesota Vikings pick up a victory. They go all in Las Vegas, and they come out with the jackpot. 62-28. This has been Randy Replay. I'll see you in just a minute. And must have been all that bad soda I drank, but Randy Replay downplaying the Minnesota Vikings season. They are 8-2. So an 8-2 operation, but the only problem is the Packers won again, and they're 7-3. So they're keeping pace with Minnesota this season. And as we look ahead here, we do have a Baltimore Ravens team just coming off a big victory over the Chiefs, which the Vikings have lost to just weeks ago, coming in here to US Bank Stadium. And then we got 3 divisional games back to back, Lions, Bears, and Packers, which could be a very, very big game here and decide the fate of the NFC North coming down the stretch. We get that 2-week lead. And then we carry it into the Saints game. We lock up the division in week 17. Or, quite unlike the Packers last season, they could fold and we could be talking about NFC North champions by the time we beat them. Or, the NFC is a weird place. But either way, Packers week 15, and then we finish the season on the road. Big, huge games against the Buccaneers Monday Night Football. The Aints is Sunday afternoon. And then, of course, in the Kitty letterbox that is Ford Field in Detroit against those pesky, pesky Lions looking to play spoiler. Oh, boy. Well, I do believe that is just about everything for this week. Minnesota takes the victory and wins back-to-back games after dropping one to the Chiefs on that 5-game homestand. So we're back at home for 2. We're away for 1. We're home for 1, and then we're away for 3. So, oh boy, make the most of what you can, control what you can, and make sure the Packers keep on your coattails until you play them. Maybe you get some drama coming down the stretch. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in the next one.